Been waiting for a real PlayStation 5 game. And, well, I played Demon's Souls. That was a real PlayStation 5 game, but that game was very difficult and unforgiving. And I appreciated its beauty, and then moved on. Also, this one is a roguelike that people are saying is quite difficult. You may think it's Mass Effect with its spacesuit heroine, but apparently it's as the tagline says, break the cycle. A big cycle. A cycle of crazy things happening and you having to repeat them over and over and over and over again. So let's see. Let's friggin' find out. Play the game. Start in online mode. It detects them on a soundbar. Well, I'm actually on headphones now, but I don't have the headphones plugged into my remote, so hopefully it'll be able to give me 3D sound anyway. Okay. The center image is barely visible. You want that barely visible? Okay. Well, it's very visible. When you die or close RETURNAL, you'll always be returned to the crash site and all non-permanent progression will be lost. You can suspend your cycle by using the console's rest mode functionality. It is intended to be challenging. Each new cycle presents new challenges, rewards, and changes to the world. Shadow. What could that be? Approach forbidden. AstraZeneca. Vibration. You can really feel it on the different elements of the controller. It's almost like surround sound, but done in the vibration of the controller.
Astra, this is Celine. I've crashed on Atropos. I survived, but Helios did not. Suit status operational, but my sidearm is missing. I'm leaving comms open.
Oh, you can feel the rain tapping around with the vibration. Oh, it's so good. So, Interesting moments. She's coming down to the planet. It says entry forbidden, which is kind of weird. Like, that's not something a computer would analyze and say forbidden. Forbidden is more like a sentient being granting you access or not. She's in kind of a small ship. We don't really know anything about where she's from. She said I survived, but something else didn't. What would that be? The ship? She wouldn't say that a ship has not survived, would she? I don't know. These people are Swedish. So maybe it could be like a translation thing. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Invert. All right. Nice looking game. All right, so this is probably this is the crash site where we always return to. All right, you can jump. Can't double jump. Circle is some sort of dash. Ooh, adaptive triggers. Locate the white shadow broadcast. You got it. Always looks like anatomy, doesn't it? Always those two pieces. It's always that kind of a slit with multiple points on it, and then to touch, and then some weird gaping butthole. Why? Why?
Abandoning Helios. Heading towards White Shadow broadcast.
Okay, but maybe I missed something over here. Locate the White Shadow. Broadcast. We know nothing. We know nothing of where she's from, what her mission was. White Shadow, again, sounds like something that would have some kind of like sentience to it, you know? Like somebody had to write down White Shadow. It's not like it's a scientific thing. It's not like the computer has identified a white dwarf. Alright, off we go. Nice base. Press is to jump. I wonder how hard this is going to be. Everybody's saying it's hard. You like to think that people are going to say a game's hard and you're going to play and you think, wasn't for me. And then it is.
This
It's much
forest
harder.
contains extensive ruins of a xenotype civilization. Ancient walls, foundations, and statues.
It's interesting. I see why they would make us as a roguelike if you're on a planet where things change every time. I like that these leaves almost look like they're in some kind of like anti-gravity. You know what I mean? So if you're going to have a planet where things change all the time, yeah, it does kind of make sense that you could make it a roguelike, so you die, things change. You die, things change. Like playing Hades,
Scout log. Atropos. I have found a deceased Astra Scout here. Checking identification on a helmet.
What if it's you?
It's...
Me. That gave me chills. They're kind of rushing it. They probably could have milked that.
my sidearm. Continuing towards the signal's origin.
Hold halfway down to focusing. And then you can, you go hold halfway down and it stops. And you can push through that. It opens by shooting at it. These xenomorphs must have bullets at their command, or something like a bullet. suit computer. Ooh, this map is giving me Metroid vibes. So is the music and the sound.
Discovered a potential resource. Positive analysis for suit repairs. Classifying as silphium.
Locked gate. Secured. Okay, requires a key. I love the music and the sound design and the vibration.
Encountered scavenger fauna.
Whoosh. Oh, they move, so they shoot slow-moving attacks at you. Slow-moving ranged attacks.
Hostile fauna dispatched.
What's the adrenaline tutorial? Where is that, in the databank? A medium-sized quadruped with a lizard-like torso and head, but with feet and a mane made of long tentacle-like limbs. Tentacles are unusually flexible and strong, able to bunch together to support the creature's weight as it moves. The longer main tentacles are most likely used for sensing environment for threat displays, as the blue luminescence it emits intensifies just as it's about to attack. The adrenaline is raised for every 3 hostiles you eliminate, up to a maximum adrenaline level of 5. Upon taking any damage, it is reset. Each level provides a unique effect which stacks. Okay, that could be fun. So you're motivated to avoid taking any damage at all, streaking together things, and not get hit. What's that little blue tracer that goes out there? Okay. So there's no reloading, it just recharges, and then if you press R2 in the middle, you get a faster reload like, what's it, Gears of War? Obloid. Previously unknown radioactive mineral with a crystalline structure and a golden glow. After separating the material from any unknown air, can be auto-gathered by the suit's resource tank. That's what we want. Auto-gather.
Recorded log found. Adding to databank. Playing back now. Scout log. Atropos. Elapsed time 30 minutes since last crash. Whole areas of this forest are rearranging themselves like a fluid puzzle after each of my... Whenever I return, per Astra protocol, I will not be recovered until I reach the broadcast signal. If you're hearing this, you are stuck here too.
So there can only be one version of her on the planet at once?
That.
I like that it dives into the mystery pretty quickly. See how that pays off. So far the shooting and the movement feels pretty good. The things that make me worried about it being a roguelike are that it's going to be tedious, because you're going to be going through the same environments over and over and over again. So if they can get around that and make it feel different, because things are rearranging in a meaningful way, it could be an interesting way to do it. We'll see what they can do. Dash. The vibration feels so good. Silphine resin fills one slot towards max integrity. Are we gonna get turned around, or is this gonna loop around? Overload. Weapons on Atropos do not require ammunition, but they can overheat. After reheating, your weapon slowly recharges itself. You can speed it up with overload. Pull trigger in the indicators in the marked zone. Yep. Okay, so Gears of War. Got it. Enhanced vision. It does kind of feel like a nerdier sci-fi Doom, which I like. With the sound design, the gurgly wurglies, the way the enemies shoot slow-moving range projectiles that are big orbs for you to dodge. The way things are lit up, sort of arcade-like, finding keys and backtracking. Malfunction probability low. Open secure gates containers, but is infected. Malignancy. Malfunctions. Your suit can malfunction. Coming in contact with malignant entities, such as containers, consumables, or even certain enemy projectiles. They have a chance to create a malfunction, triggering negative effects that can only be removed by performing the task indicated. Gaining a third triggers a critical malfunction, which will destroy a random carried item. Investigate the signal source. So suffer damage when using keys. That sucks. It's a weird malfunction.
Discovered piled corpses of a xenotype species. Likely the architects of these ruins. These could be the sentients that broadcast the white shadow signal.
Very Alien Covenant Prometheus. That feels very Doom. The way the door opens and just like the architecture and the layout of it. Sort of like dark, oppressive hallways that move and split. Now we're hearing some Jurassic Park animals out here.
It is impossible to escape. I have tried everything. I'm always brought back by... There is a moment between death and rebirth when tentacles drag me down, screaming, drowning, returning.
I love the scale of these structures. Whoop! Almost fell off, probably to my death. A small death. And then I'd have to go all the way back to the crash site. So I wonder if these doors remain open that you open with the key. You wouldn't have to backtrack every time, would you? That'd be annoying. It would make sense, so then, like, oh yeah, we're fighting some enemy down here.
Encountered hostile predator.
Whoa, fast! No! Oh, shoot. Circle dodge, not good. Alright. This is where it's difficult, is that, like Dark Souls, you can't just spam dodge.
Astra, this is Celine. I survived the... Can you hear me? I'm in my ship. Suit status operational and... I've already experienced this before.
So weird now we're in first person. I guess because we're inside. Here, there's two terminals, the main and the challenge. Main can be seen the overall statistics. Challenge can access the daily challenge. Compete against other scouts once it's unlocked. Oh, very like alien 1980s beaten up sci-fi terminals. The idea of what the future tech would look like from a 1980s perspective. Great. Yeah, it's similar to Dark Souls, where you can't just spam the dodge button because it's on some kind of a cooldown. There's no stamina, but you can't. There's no like double dodge. Oh, nice. A dream. Jump scare out here? Oh no. Every time you die, you return to the crash site without the weapons, artifacts, resources. The data bank entries and permanent equipment survive. Explore new areas, utilize shortcuts. Okay. So I guess eventually you get a double jump and you can get up there. Or the ability to, like, climb vines or something. I can see that. Okay, so that would make sense why that first door that was locked was something you first encountered, and then you went past it to go get the key and then double back to use it. So then they could leave the door unlocked, I'd imagine.
The environment wasn't like this before.
No, it's not. Okay. Alright, so maybe what I think is happening is totally going to be different. really nice and easy to see the enemy attacks because of these bright blue lights that come at you on a very dark and sort of realistic, sometimes shiny, mostly matte looking environment. Where's the dash indicator? Oh, is it that bottom line? Oh no. Where's the dash? How come I could do a small dash? Okay, what if I hold it? Oh, it's down at the bottom left. It just disappears. Does it make a noise? Oh, I see. There's sort of like a visuals thing that comes over and then disappears. Thinking you can do it again. Water. Yeah, adrenaline. What's in here? Will I die? Okay, so then later on you're going to get the ability to go in the water. A reconstructor, a xenotech device for accurate reconstruction of complex entities. Not enough ether. So, I'm wondering, will I need to remember... I guess you're not remembering pathways. If it's gonna randomize, or... I think maybe the first couple times they rearrange the environment, it's gonna be purposeful. Because they're trying to set a certain point. Alright.
Security system encountered.
Ah! The dash is pretty far. Tropian weapon
New
charger.
technology discovered. Augments my weapon with an alternative firing mechanism. Highly effective. This will be useful.
Man, I like the way that this is challenging. You just can't, like Dark Souls, you can't panic and just press dodge too early. You can't press the reload button too early. You just have to pay attention. And the calmer you can be, the better off it's going to be for you. It's just a nice way to do it. Oh boy, oh boy. Hunched over though. Can we just dash through this thing? God, the vibration and stuff is so nice. It's so tempting to press square to reload. It's so nice not having to worry about reloading. Oh, that was my alt fire charging up. They said the suit integrity was critical, and I thought, oh no. Do I need to find something to fix that before the countdown is over? But no, that's fine. Very Metroidy. Needs 2 ether to cleanse. One midair, minus 50% weapon damage. Great. Fabricator pod. Materials depleted. Augments. Augments increase their associated stat. When picked up, they're automatically applied to the relevant stat. Don't show up in your inventory. They're often found in special fabricator pods. Sometimes even for no cost. And to get them forever? Suit augments. Got the alt fire mode to weapons. What's the other one? Alright. Getting used to the jumping distance. All right. Okay, we just got this Xenotype weapon. It's a good thing that it doesn't require any kind of tentacles to fire. Well, so we're on the first, after the first death, so it's, things have changed, like, totally, quite a bit. So it feels like you're almost on a, like, totally different, level, you know? Which, to me, that's a much more interesting way to do a roguelike. Oh yeah, that's way more powerful.
A massive wall beyond which is the white shadow signal. I can't cross the chasm. For now, I'll change objectives and investigate the energy reading in the forest. Hideout log, Atropos. Who triggered the broadcast? Do you see the white shadow is something only I should know? And now, out of literally nowhere, I'm hearing it again. Were the sentients involved? But how would they have known? I need to believe there are answers at the signal.
Don't fall off the edge. Oh, you come back. A good camera spot there. Oh, right through the tree. What are these doing for damage? 10. 10. Okay. Alt fire coolant. Alt fire cooldown. Instantly resets it.
Xenotype device acquired.
Okay.
I think this will prove a useful tool.
So you press L1 and then you don't have to wait for your cooldown, which is quite a while. Do you get just one of those? Or does it have its own cooldown, which would be sort of a lot to balance, I think. Can you get rid of these guys? What's this guy all about?
Interacted with other versions of myself. But I worry one day I will re-experience these same interactions from their perspectives. But are they truly me? Or just hollowed corpses? This may be the face of things to come.
Okay, so obviously you gotta put something in there, I would guess. And that's gonna make some kind of a bridge across. This looks like where we were before. Alright, we're trying to get over here. I don't know if... I guess we'll try to walk through there. Alright. Alright, so we need to go down here. As this is clearly shown on the map. Okay, so we've moved dash to R1 because now I can control the right joystick for the camera. And dodge. Ah, while I'm shooting though? Maybe I should put it on L1. L1's cooldowns. Let's try it on L1. Yeah, let's put dash on L1. And then we'll have consumable on R1. That way you got a finger for... Oh, what about when you're aiming? Well, you're not going to be aiming and dashing at the same time. Ever. Alright, let's try this. This is much better. Okay, so I'm really liking having dodge on L1. And I can keep shooting and controlling the camera, which you're going to need to be doing a lot of. And I can just leave my index finger on the shooting trigger, on the shooting button. I might even put melee on R1 when we eventually get it. That makes sense, because then you've got your index finger, your right index finger for shooting your gun or attacking. So attacks of ranged or close range. L1 for dodge, which you probably have to use a lot. You gotta worry about jumping, though. Anyways, we'll see as we go. Oh, there, it changed the tutorial thing right there. L1 to dash. Broken calibrator. What do we got here? Proficiency measures your combat ability per cycle. You get proficiency from each hostile that you dispatch. There are items that grant you this or affect your rate, how much you gain. So experience, basically, determines the minimum level of weapons you can find in the world. All upcoming weapons are improved. There we go, an unopened door, it looks like, on the map. Looks like it's faded out or more gray. Nice. Screwed that up. Bunch of stuff down here, though. There we go.
Discovered xenotype technology on the corpse of a sentient. Scan is indicating potential for suit augmentation. Appears safe to repurpose. System integration complete. Performing a function test to confirm.
Is this melee? Oh, cool. Translocators. Well, there's one. Whole bunch of items down here.
Confirmed. Point-to-point teleportation. Location exit seems fixed.
So Felix, we remember kind of the same as her. So we've remembered since we first landed here. We've remembered everything, but all the stuff. So as we're going to keep respawning, we'll remember that. But there are things that have happened that, like, she doesn't remember doing the data logs. Anything we haven't done as a player, she doesn't remember. This looks like a wall you'll get an ability to deal with later. It's funny, I haven't seen the word Metroid Prime thrown around at all. I guess because Metroid Prime isn't a roguelike. But in terms of having to get different abilities to access these doors. Okay, we need to find one of those floaty orbs. Which was right there. Oh, your objective right on the screen. Right on the map. Big glowing thing. Inky boy. So far this game feels good. I love how they shoot those Doom big, slow-moving projectiles. So far, I wouldn't say groundbreaking gameplay. I think the truly groundbreaking stuff is going to come when they start fully integrating how fast you can stream data with an SSD or like a high-speed SSD. That's going to be really groundbreaking stuff. But as for now, it's going to be... you know, it's going to run at 60 frames. You're going to be able to have a lot of shit on the screen. It's going to look high resolution and HDR. That's going to be... yeah, that's going to be sort of what they can do. And then, but now that all the consoles have caught up to it, have caught up to what the PC has, then you can start doing some really interesting stuff. Uh-oh. Man, how cool would it be to have like a really good single-player Predator game? I should try that multiplayer one. I don't know if this company did Fury. I know they did like, I think Resogun and those kind of games. Those like really flashy shooter games. Their big thing is they love the homage to old school arcades. Talking like Space Invaders arcade games, 1980s arcades. And they wanted to modernize that. And then have like really crazy flashing lights, particle effects.
Xenotype technology that produces other devices.
Action recorded. Return upon completion. Okay. Unfed pod. Artifact of unknown origin with a pod shape containing hungry spikes and hollows. Don't put your dick in it. Nothingness filled. This hive nest community grows with each entry-exit of something, sharing their power with you. When you lash out, your opposition falters, lurches to the ground, ready for death. Continue contact with. Missing reference only for those ready for exalted honor in the depths above the skies? What the hell? Do I get artifacts? Items that provide beneficial effects, some passive, some requiring specific conditions. You can carry a maximum of 15. They can be destroyed by critical malfunctions or voluntarily. Okay. Take the 200 oblites. Sure. Oh, no, I see. I'm supposed to be, like, filling this thing up and trying to get it. Repository. Okay, I don't quite understand the exchange rate, but I guess I'll figure it out. A fabricator. Well, the company had said, they put out a post saying, the arcades are dead. And they said, we're not selling enough games, and we don't think that we can continue on making these type of arcade experiences that we love. So they said, fuck it, we're going to make AAA games, but we're going to have gameplay be the #1 thing, so don't worry. What do you want? Alt-fire coolant or large scythium? I think I'll take the health. In a roguelike, if I'm trying to get further, I think I'd want health. Adrenaline stimulants. So yeah, what's interesting about this is I don't know if they've done a big AAA game before. I think they have done one, but I mean, for them to have kind of like, well, the second big PS5 exclusive next console gen, to really show it off is quite an achievement to go from somebody who's making, you know, smaller indie type games. Gain 5% weapon damage per adrenaline level. That's okay. Repairs integrity of 5% of damage dealt. Yeah. It's not enough obolites. Resource. Need 300. You have 53. Huge amount of weapon proficiency. Ooh. Okay, so I've got 50 of these obolites. I need more obolites. Okay, good. Now, this obolite repository thing. Exchanges ether and obolites for one another. Insufficient ether and insufficient obolites. Obsolite repository. Now it's down to 3699 from 9999 after I swap something. Okay. Alright, so this appears to be some kind of a hub that I'm sure that we'll be coming back to quite a bit. We've got the carbine. We've got to... Yeah, we can instantly... Okay, have this alt-fire coolant. Repairs a major amount of integrity. Did you just get one? I haven't used that yet, because I've been kind of scared. Scared to use it. Not enough obolites. Increases your max integrity. I would like that. Okay, where should we be heading? Out this way. Pretty foggy in here. Hello? Writings by the sentients.
Evidence of rudimentary xenotype language discovered. Currently lacking resources to decipher this xenoglyph.
Xenoglyph. Destination selectable.
Discovered a fragment of the xenotype language. Detecting a strange energy reading. Setting a marker on my map.
Resistant to projectile damage. I guess we can use some melee. The vibration is so good. So far, the story presentation has been very... I like it, because they don't hit you over the head with it. When she lands on the planet, she sees a body, and the name comes up, and it's hers. She doesn't say, it's me. The big moment is supposed to be, you should already have paid attention and known that your character's name is, and realized that that's her. they speed through the story. They want to get you to the gameplay. They want you to figure out the mystery yourself, which I really like. Felix is right. Binding of Isaac. Good. Ah! Shield activated. Cool. Do you drop anything? Drop any goo? Drops a lot of goo. How about useful things? Well, goo can be useful. Useful to them. Goo is in the eye of the beholder. It's in the tentacle of the tentacular. The tentacle tickler. Red door. With a Triforce on it. Open door. So we need to get back to that door with a melee thing. There's a transporter. That's probably another... We saw that before, where there was sort of a highlight around it. Do you think we can make it over there? Sabaka! Yes! Broken calibrator. Okay, I bumped up the brightness just a bit, see if that helps, because this is an HDR game, and the stream is not HDR. And ink is in full-blown sun. It does look a little closer now, from my monitor to my game monitor. Okay, let's go through this door. Guy's eyes are glowing. Oh! Why? Melee weapon? Tachymatic carbine. Tracker swarm. Shock stream. Bonus damage a little bit. That's got a 1-star. This doesn't. Hardened. Slug shot. I don't know. Spit mob blaster. Can I hear it used in a sentence? Oh yeah. Lockdown. Whoa! Woo! Lockdown lifted. Wow. Now I'm really in a fantasy world. Okay, I'll use a shotgun for a little bit. Okay, so we've got the gun switch. We can go that way or we can go this way. This one doesn't use it. You'd think if a door was going to open, it would take you a lot further. This is what, a warp anywhere? That's cool. Do you think there'll be a Death Stranding too? I was pretty happy with Death Stranding as it was. What's more to tell in the story? I mean, part of Death Stranding is kind of just experiencing the world for the first time. So I would think that it's over. I think Kojima's on to something different now. Find a way to destroy xenotech barriers. I will. Well, I wonder what happens next.